Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So unless you've been completely off the grid, you've probably seen the trending videos floating around the social media platforms of people talking about what they believe might be planet Nibiru. Now let me just say this up front. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm some kind of an expert at this topic, because I'm not. Honestly, I'm just as confused as many other people. Everything I'm about to share is based on what people are saying out there, what's circulating online. Some are claiming that what they saw in the sky was Nibiru, the so-called returning star of the gods tied to the Anunnaki. Others, though, are saying it was just the sun, and that it only looked more red than usual because of the way light was being filtered through smoke in the atmosphere. Specifically, smoke that's been drifting across the eastern United States from those wildfires up in Canada. So instead of rambling, I'm just going to roll some of these clips that I've collected for you guys from TikTok. You know, the argument from people who are saying it was the sun and the ones who were saying it was planet Nibiru. I want you guys to drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll come back at the end of this video to give my own 2 cents. Please make sure I watch this video up to the end. I want you guys to listen to the views, what people really truly think about this, the Nibiru planet, the sun turning red and all that. Let's watch this.
So I'm here for it. These end time prophecies that's coming to pass, I'm ready. So lately it's been on TikTok, you know, and if you haven't had any videos come across your For You page, I don't know what you got going on. You distracted. Okay. But there's been this red disc in the sky. Some people are saying it's Mars. Some people are saying that it's planet Nibiru, planet X. Some people are saying that it's the red Shekinah, which is a part of the Hopi prophecy, where the red disc marks an end time signal that we are reaching a time of destruction, so that the new world order could come about. But mind you, when Trump came into office, what did he say? He said that he was bringing in the golden age. Y'all better listen to that man. He said that he was chosen by God. Y'all can, you know, agree or disagree with his politics, but that man's been in office exposing. There's probably some other corrupt stuff going on, but he's been exposing all the child trafficking. Like, how could you not be for that? How could you not be for calling out corruption? Y'all better pay attention, because that red disc that y'all seeing, wondering if that's like a second sun, you know, because it's obviously not the sun. I've seen videos personally myself. I haven't seen it. Well, I haven't seen it personally, where the sunset is on one side and the moon is in the sky, and it's that red disc. Like, y'all better wake up. When you start noticing your life, you know, and things not going the way that you thought it was gonna go, because you didn't do your shadow work and you didn't do the inner work that you've been nudged to do for so long. What can I say? And this might be that time where a lot of people are going to start calling on people like the healers, the psychics, the seers, the oracles, you know, to get their life in order, because this is that time. Y'all better pay attention to the sky. Pay attention to the signs in the sky.
Y'all, so it turns out that this sun was not an actual sun, that the sun was setting over there and the moon was in the sky over there. And so it wasn't the sun and it wasn't the moon. So what was this that everyone saw in the sky? I mean, you saw it from almost every single state in the eastern part of the world. Texas, North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida. It was everywhere. A lot of people are saying that it's planet Nibiru. I don't think it is. A lot of people are saying it's planet X. I also don't think it is. This is what the Bible says, that we will see signs in the sun, the moon, and in the stars. We're seeing signs in the heavens right now. This, I don't know exactly what sign this is, but I will tell you that it is a sign of the times, simply because we've never seen anything like this in all of our years. Giant random red ball where it's not the sun and it's not the moon. It's not none of these extra planet X or anything like that. What is this thing? And it's giant. The only definite conclusion I can draw from this is that he is returning very soon, that Jesus is on his way. He's at the door, that these signs are not just regular things that happen in life. No, it's a sign of his coming. And so you who are going to mock and scoff in this comment section, got some news for you, man. It says that is the same thing that they did in the days of Noah. And Revelation says that Jesus is coming back in the days of Noah. They were mocking and they were scoffing. It took Noah 120 years to build the ark, and no one believed him, even after 120 years of preaching the same thing over and over. You think from day one they were probably saying, yeah, where's the promise of his coming? You think on day 15 they were probably like, what happened to this flood? What was the promise of this flood coming? On day 75 they were probably like, yeah, that flood you said was coming, you wasted your time building that ark 75 years. And then 120 came and the rain just never stopped. So also will be the coming of the Son of Man.
On the Anunnaki. And then you got people saying in the Pentagon saying that the Anunnaki coming back. The Anunnaki coming back. A lot of the Anunnaki never left. I'm gonna say it again. A lot of the damn Anunnaki never left. They reincarnated into different bodies and are here right now. A lot of them, they did leave, but a lot of them stayed behind. They're still trying to figure out Earth School and how to put this, graduate this dimension. They're still here trying to fix things that they messed up a long time ago. Get things together. A lot of the Anunnaki haven't left. There are probably some of you watching this video. You just don't remember who you are. I know this for a damn fact. Okay? This is not what somebody told me. I know this stuff for a fact. The purpose of this video, I don't care how many views this video get. If it gets a lot, that's great. If it doesn't, oh well. But I'm just tired of seeing so much misinformation. So I'm really finna get on TikTok and put a lot more information out on here, because it's a lot of misinformation and nonsense. People just riding this clickbait wave that they've been riding for Nibiru for the last 10 to 15 years. That was not a planet y'all saw in the sky. That was the sun. Nibiru is nowhere near here. Nowhere near it. And it will never, I won't say that like that way, but in this lifetime, for everybody that's watching this video, you will never see Nibiru. You will never see it. It's not going to come that close in the time that you have left on this earth. That's the truth. That's real. All this talk about the Anunnaki coming back, the Anunnaki never left. A lot of them, again, they never left. They kept reincarnating here. And some of y'all are watching this video right now, you just don't realize who you are. But as in them coming back and on ships all in the skies, that's not finna happen in the next 3 years like I see people talking about with the Pentagon. That's not finna happen. You see, people start these reports online, then they just spread like wildfire and there'd be no substance behind them. It's laws involved with this stuff. ETs just can't come show up on planets and do whatever the hell they want. The High Council ain't gonna allow that. I'm gonna say that again. ETs cannot show up on planets and do whatever the hell they want, especially not the Anunnaki, because they done screwed up before. The High Council is not going to allow that. They have to answer, these ETs and Anunnaki, they have to answer to things. They have to answer to people. They have to answer to councils. They just cannot do whatever the hell they want. They can't. But I got a lot, but don't worry. You don't know nothing about the High Council? Don't worry. Go on YouTube, search Thai Spiritual Ashal. I have a whole video on them. One of my most recent 5 videos. And if you can't find that, or you already have, I'm gonna drop some more info on here. I am. Because it's a lot of bullshit that just needs to be cleaned up. I'm sorry.
Y'all miss me? Cause I'm back. I definitely been seeing all them videos y'all been tagging me in of that red sun. But most importantly, I've been feeling it too. Have y'all? I know that red sun ain't just no sunset, right? That's a soul signal. If you tapped in even a little bit, you know, you feeling it too. It's NIBURU's energy creeping through that veil, baby. Pretty sure if we was to look it up, it would say some shit like it's from the fire, smoke, or the atmospheric particles. Nah. This is cosmic movement. This is the crossing, because planet Nibiru is known as the planets of the crossing. But what do you know? The cross, once again, they call it that because it don't just cross through the sky, it crosses through dimension. It shakes illusions, it scrambles old programs and some people's brains. I'm telling y'all, just pay attention to who crashing out right now. Activates the part of your DNA or RNA that modern science might not even acknowledge. But you've been tired lately, your dreams been feeling too real, having random pressure in your heart or your head. I'm talking about out of nowhere. That's because that's light code work being done. What that means is your melanin or neuromelanin for people who look like me. Yes, there is a difference. Your bloodline and crystalline structure are all receiving. This is another reason why you have a lot of people transitioning off of this realm right now, because they're not matching the frequency of where the earth is rising to, and it's just going to continue. That red sun is not just shining, it's remembering, and it's seeing all. This is not just about astrology or astronomy. This is literally ancestral prophecy. I do recall the Dogons, the Sumerians, and even the ancient Kemetic texts talking about this millennia ago. Celestial bodies that return to wake up the encoded one, or what most like to call the chosen one. A lot of us starting to tune in and tap into a lot of shit they did not want us to remember. I'm just gonna keep reminding y'all, remember who you are. Let me know y'all thoughts in them comments. Shout out to everybody that attended my event this past weekend. I know Friday we had a little technical difficulties with the music and things. The conversations alone at the end was amazing. Quickly got our shit together for Saturday though, because it was a vibe. Shout out to all of y'all who said y'all meeting me in Houston June 21st and 22nd for that Quantum Fest. I know we gonna have a time out there too. Be on the lookout because I will be having a puff and paint in July. I know I ain't been doing no videos in a minute, so I'm definitely about to catch up. Stay tuned. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
That's planet Nibiru. So people are trying to say that this is being caused by wildfires and it's the smoke that's causing this color. It's never looked like this before. So let's just pretend like this is the sun and it is the smoke that's making it look like that. Why would we be able to see the smoke behind the sun? Wouldn't the smoke all just be in front of the sun? Why would it be behind it like that? How could something be behind the sun? So the sun is 94 million miles away, but yet the smoke is able to go behind it and we can see the sun in front of it. So this is planet Nibiru, a hypothetical planet. Now, planet Nibiru might be a hypothetical planet, but it is recognized on the NASA website. There's two guys that have provided evidence for a planet about 1.5 times the size of Earth. Now, it hasn't been observed as a planet, but the theory remains.
That can't be the sun because the sunset is over there. That's a planet. The sunset is over there.
She points out the sunset on the other side of the sky.
It's up here.
Baby, that's not a red sun. That's planet Nibiru. You see, it's the reason why the Pentagon warned us about the Anunnaki returning when the truth is they actually never left. You notice lately there has been a lot of things, strange things, right, happening with the sky and rainstorms and tornadoes in places where they normally don't happen. And the reason for that is they don't want us to see what's really going on. But here's the thing, even if we cannot see it, a lot of us are feeling it. Energetically, a lot of us are being lightheaded, having headaches, being totally exhausted, sleeping like a newborn baby. A lot of us are changing our diets, the way we eat, the people that we are around, our environments, the whole nine. And the reason for that is the shift in frequency. See, it's going to come to a point where a lot of us are forced to actually vibrate higher. It's the reason why the Schumann resonance is through the roof like it has been. And all these solar flares that been hitting the earth as well. When I tell y'all, when these people pull up in this spaceship and they get off and they like 10 foot tall and they look like, never mind, y'all probably already think I'm crazy.
As if we needed further evidence that the American education system is an epic failure. This week, thousands of Americans have taken to social media to post videos in which they are unable to recognize that the sun is the sun. And that's simply because the sun appears to be more red than usual as a result of the other colors in the light spectrum being filtered through smoke. Smoke in the atmosphere that is spread across the eastern United States from Canadian wildfires, something they've been talking about on the news for days now. But that concept of the light spectrum from junior high earth science is just very difficult for American adults to grasp. Far more logical for them to claim that we're not seeing the sun, but rather the planet Nibiru or Nemesis or two suns. Just like they did this time of year in 2023, when I had to make another video explaining that the sun is just the sun, hidden behind the beauty filter of Canadian wildfire smoke. Sleep well, friends, and memento mori.
Let me tell you, they said that is not the sun. They said that red ball in the sky is not the sun. They said allegedly it is a planet, and a planet that comes around every so many years called planet Nibiru, or you might have heard it called planet X. okay? And how all this weather has been, all this rain, like we're in April showers. Honey, they could have been covering up the sky so that we don't see Planet X, Planet Nibiru, because that was not a red sun. That ball was so beautiful and red and round, clear as day, no rays coming off of it. Okay, you can look directly at it. You can't really look directly at the sun. You can look directly at it and it wasn't hurting your eyes or any of that. Okay, that they saying was a planet, guys. And if you let's see if we can capture it again tonight. It's the most beautiful thing. Okay, the most beautiful thing.
Everybody's seeing Planet NIBURU and stuff, and I'm just like, shit about to get wicked. That's all that is. It's not gonna get wicked. Well, I can't say for us, because it's gonna get wicked for some of us who ain't listening. But nah, shit about to get wicked.
I'm gonna explain to y'all the purpose of NIBURU and why NIBURU is in our solar system and why NIBURU takes 3,600 years to orbit around the sun. There is a planetary logos, or a false god, who ensouled planet Earth a long time ago, and this soul is also known as Satan. Satan took over this planet a long time ago and was very angry at humans for not wanting to merge with him. So he decided to punish humans by taking away their unconscious, because that is the permission a planetary logos has over humans. You as a human being have a conscious experience and an unconscious experience. And I'm going to explain to you what that means. If you were to physically go to the store and buy a shirt and not know whether to get the red one or the green one, and you say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna get the red one and see how I like it. I'm gonna go to work with my red shirt. I'm gonna go out with this red shirt and see how I like it. There's a parallel reality, an unconscious reality of you getting the green shirt and doing the same thing. Get what I'm saying? And this is what unconscious realities are. Every choice you make in this reality has an unconscious experience that you're supposed to be able to see after you pass away. Because when you pass away, you have a life review, and you get to review your conscious decisions and how they affected your unconscious decisions or your unconscious realities. You're supposed to be able to view your unconscious realities after you pass away, so you can learn your lessons of reality and leave this solar system and go to another solar system. But instead, our unconscious has been stolen from us and sent to NIBURU. So all of our unconscious realities are happening on NIBURU, and we are unaware of it. World War III is taking place on NIBURU right now, because our unconscious is literally at war with each other on Earth. And we are not allowed to see our unconscious after we pass away. We are only allowed to see our conscious reality and what we did in the physical reality, and we can only review that part. And because of that, because of the fact that we humans pass away and only get to review and go back and look at our conscious lives and not our unconscious lives, that forces us to reincarnate over and over again on the same planet, and we can't leave this planet because we have no idea what's going on in our unconscious realities. And that is the purpose of NIBURU. NIBURU is a prison planet, just like Earth is a prison planet, for souls who are not allowed to evolve. Our unconscious cannot evolve, and our conscious cannot evolve in this reality. Y'all get what I'm saying? I hope this shit makes sense.
Okay, so before we wrap this up, I just want to say that this video is for educational purposes and discussion purposes only. I'm not claiming to have the answers, and I'm not here to push any kind of narrative. This whole topic, what people believe they saw in the sky, is fascinating but also confusing. That's why I wanted to bring it to the channel and open up the conversation, because was it really Planet NIBURU, or was it just the sun looking strange because of the smoke in the atmosphere? People are talking, and a lot. Social media is full of theories, videos, speculations, and passionate debates. And honestly, even I'm not entirely sure what to believe. That's me being 100% honest with you guys. I have seen some of these clips multiple times, and I still can't say with certainty that we're looking at, the NIBURU. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar with Planet NIBURU, also sometimes called Planet X. It's been the center of conspiracy theories for years. According to the stories, it's a mysterious celestial body that orbits our sun in a highly elliptical path, and some believe it only appears every few thousand years. There are connections to ancient texts, specifically the Sumerians and the Anunnaki, what some people call the gods or advanced beings that are supposedly came to Earth from NIBURU. According to these theories, the return of this planet is meant to signal major changes. So some say catastrophic ones, others say it's more symbolic or energetic. Now again, I'm not saying I believe all that, but it's definitely worth knowing that what people are referring to or referencing to when they throw around names like NIBURU, or talk about a returning star, it's part myth, part ancient history, and part modern speculation. Whether you believe it or not, there's no denying it makes a very compelling conversation. On the other hand, let's talk about the more scientific explanation. So a lot of people are saying that what appeared to be this red or glowing object in the sun wasn't a mysterious planet at all. It was just the sun, but due to the smoke and particulates or in the atmosphere, specifically from the Canadian wildfires that have sent thick smoke across the eastern United States, the sun appeared more red, more intense, and honestly more dramatic than usual. And that actually does make sense if you think about it. When the sun is low on the horizon, or when there's a lot of haze or pollution in the atmosphere, the shorter wavelength of light, like blue and green, gets scattered out. What's left are the longer wavelength, red, yellow, and orange. That's why we get those beautiful fairy sunsets. But when smoke is involved, it can magnify what that effect in a really eerie way. It can make the sun look bloody red, distorted, or even like a second object in the sky, depending on cloud coverage and light refraction. So yeah, two very different explanations. On one side, a mysterious, possibly ancient returning planet that's been written about in myth and theory for decades. On the other side, a well understood atmospheric effect caused by environmental events like wildfires. Both have their own kind of logic. Both have a group of people behind them with strong beliefs, and both have shown up in the footage that's making the rounds online right now. But here's the thing, though. I don't think it's in my place to say which is right or wrong. I don't know, and honestly, that's why I made this video. I didn't come here to convince anyone to anything. I came here because I'm genuinely curious, and I don't want to be accused of misinformation. You know, I'm seeing the same clips you're seeing, and I'm reading the same comments. I'm hearing the same arguments, and like a lot of you guys, I'm sitting here wondering what was that in the sky. Was it just the sun doing what it does naturally when smoke and atmospheric particles shift to make what appeared? Or was it something more, something we've been warned about or told stories about from ancient times? I don't have the answers, guys, and I don't think most people do. And what makes it all of this intriguing is that anyway, we don't know. We are not sure. Nobody's sure. So now I'm leaving this in your hands. What do you guys think about this? What do you think appeared in the sky? Was it the planets? Was it planet NIBURU? Was it the sun altered by smoke and environmental condition? Was it something else entirely? Let's talk about it. Please take a moment to drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. I genuinely want to hear what you guys think, especially if you have theories, articles, videos, or even just your own experiences watching the sky. You know, if you watch the sky that day, whether you're leaning toward the conspiracy side or the science side, or you are like me and stuck somewhere in the middle, your perspective is valuable. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, or if you if it got you thinking, consider liking and subscribing. I'll keep an eye on this topic, on the eyes, and hopefully I can update you soon on this topic. You know, I like following up some things and updating you guys. But one thing though that I haven't mentioned, if it was really the smoke, why didn't it appear in front of the sun? Anyway, I don't want to say a lot. I don't want to be accused of misinformation. I'm just thinking, you know. So drop your thoughts in the comment section. Please educate me, educate others who are willing to learn on this. And I'll definitely see you in my next video. Please stay peaceful.